What is up, my dudes, and that one girl who likes a guy who's all warm and toasty down there? This is Bikes, Beards, and Brews. Let's kick that intro. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Before we kick this one off, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification. New videos are coming weekly. You ring that bell, you know when they drop. Let's get the other stuff out of the way. Want to save 10% on our Cardo communicator, or save money on some Beyond Riders gear, or some Kemimoto gear? Then you should definitely check my referral links down below. Want to support me and all my do-gooderness like these cool guys here? Boom! Then you should become part of the Brew Crew and join the coffee page down below. Want to know why I'm asking you for money? Well, next to those 10,000 Amazon affiliate links that also go to a good cause is a link to a video explaining what I do with your money. Get it? Got it? Cool. Let's move on. Alright guys, so today we are going to be doing a review on the Kemimoto 12V Smart Control heated pants. Quite a mouthful, but there's a reason for it. We'll dive into that. This is going to be a two-part review, so I'm actually going to do some stuff in the studio here. I'm going to show you the pants and all that fun stuff. We're going to do a breakdown on it, and then I'm going to get on the bike and we're going to take them for a ride and try them out. Now, just to give you an idea, today it is 30 degrees out in New England, so yes, these will be getting a good test. For the rest of you out there in the world that don't go by our imperial measurements or whatnot, that's like, I don't know, negative 3,000 Celsius. This seems accurate. Don't look it up, just trust me. Now, just full disclaimer before we get into this review, these pants were sent to me by Kemimoto. I did not pay for them. The only agreement that I have with Kemimoto is I give them a fair and honest review. Even that discount code that I have down below, it is not an ambassador code. It is not something I make money off of. That is a code they've offered me because I've done a few reviews. Apparently they like my reviews even though I do real pros and cons, and they offered me up that code to offer to you guys. So I make no money off of this stuff, and there's no promises, no deals, no money exchanges, nothing like that between Kemimoto and I for doing this review. The only thing that does stay is I get to keep the pants after doing the review. And again, this is all in exchange for a fair and honest review, which is something I'm not going to deviate from, because quite honestly, once you stop doing fair and honest and you start giving biased reviews, you lose your audience. They stop trusting you, and I don't want you guys to stop trusting me when I say something is good or bad. So here we are. With that out of the way, let's dive into talking about these pants. Okay, so before me, I have the Kemimoto heated pants. Now, these are a size 2X. This is the largest size that they come in. These come in at $119.99 per pair, but hang out with me for a little bit because Kemimoto's got a pretty awesome deal I want to tell you about shortly. These, as I said, 2X. I personally wear a 36-32 on Lucky Jeans athletic cut. Now, the reason why I'm saying Lucky Jeans is because we all know that jeans do fit differently depending on which ones you get. And also, I'm saying athletic cut because there's straight cut, boot cut, slim cut, and all those other cuts out there. So I want to be very specific there. With that being said, these are fairly snug on me. So I am also 6'1". If you surpass these measurements, you may not fit into these pants. However, Kemimoto has a pretty fantastic return policy, so as long as you keep all the tags on, if you want to give these a run and see if they fit you and they don't, there are ways to return it and get your money back or buy a different product that does fit. So be rest assured that this isn't one of those things where you're going to order them and pray that they fit, and if not, be out $120. Now, as for that $120, I've mentioned it before, I have a discount code down below, and actually, if you go to Kemimoto during the time of this recording, they actually have a really awesome deal going on right now, which is buy one, get one free on their heated gear. And I looked it up, I tried it. So if you end up liking these pants, and then you like say the coat that I have from Kemimoto that I've done a review on, you can find it in my reviews playlist, or the hoodie, or the gloves, or other stuff that I have used from Kemimoto, you can get them for free. The code itself is $120 as well, so you're getting $240 worth of product for $120. Can't beat that. Seriously, that is a good deal. But now let's get into these pants and talk about these. All right, so first and foremost, these do seem to be kind of like a snow pant. Like they've got a nice little liner to them. You can see it right there. It's kind of that fleece sort of feel, but it's not fleece, so you know, it's in between. It's comfortable, it's warm. If this is anything like any of the other stuff I have from Kemimoto, this is going to be great. The material itself feels like it is windproof, which is absolutely awesome. This actually feels like it is made exactly the same as the coat I got from Kemimoto. So, you know, windproof here, fleece on the inside. That's a pretty great setup. Honestly, I don't even use the heating element that much on my coat because it is so well insulated and so warm to begin with that I don't really get in those situations where I'm like, man, I wish I could crank up the heat on this. So, you know, take that as you will. It also depends on you as a person. Some people are colder, some people are warmer. It all depends. So I'm not saying that you won't need this stuff. You may actually need it. I personally don't use it as much, but I have used it. There's definitely been rides I've been on where I'm like, damn, I'm cold. Click, 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 let's go. Now another thing is it is reinforced on the knees and on the butt. Now I'm not quite sure what this material is, but you can definitely feel it's a little more beefed up and stuff. So Kemimoto realizes knee and butt, those are wear points. If anything, these pants are going to be really awesome if you go like snowboarding or whatnot, skiing, because this is definitely like the two places you land if you fall down. Not saying that these aren't good for motorcycle riding either, because they definitely are. They also have 4 zip-up pockets, 2 in the front, 2 in the back, and they have that nice little gasket seal on them. These definitely aren't watertight, but they are water resistant for sure. I've used this stuff before. So yeah, you get a little bit of water on this, you're good to go. You go swimming with it, your phone's dead. Just keep that in consideration. They also come with like the little elastic waist on each side, so it gives you a little bit of stretch and a little play, as well as some belt loops. So that's another thing. Like when looking at these pants, they definitely appear to be the pants that you are going to be wearing when you go out. Not like snow pants where you have pants underneath and then these over them, which at the same time makes sense because with heating elements, you want those as close to your body as possible so they can do their job. So with these, I would recommend if you're wearing something underneath, it would be like a base layer. If that at all, maybe just your boxers. Again, it depends on how you stay warm. Different people, different ways, process it differently. Keep that in mind, take it as you will. Now the front, you've got one snap and a zipper to close these up. And then in this pocket, do keep in mind that you're not going to have full use of this pocket because this is also where your battery goes. This is your battery. Now I talked about this battery when I did the heated hoodie review. This is a newer battery that they're using. It is a 10,000 milliamp battery. They claim 10 hours of heat time on these pants with this, but just like anything else, 10 hours is ideal conditions. So ideal conditions are going to be you're running these pants on low and you know, it's not freezing cold out, so these aren't trying to make up for all the lost heat that you already have. It's a game. Everybody who has batteries does that. Just keep that in mind. Now with these pants, you've got your temperature control right here. Let's plug in the battery so we can actually see this. And it's quite simple like that. Also, it has USB-C charging port, which I had mentioned before is something that they just started going to and I absolutely love. For a while they were using the micro USBs, which was just kind of behind on the times. You also have an extra USB port, so if you want to charge your phone off of this or you know some other device that you have with you, you can do that. Keep in mind that is also going to shave time off of the 10-hour run time when you do that. Now here you've got your little button for your heat and all that fun stuff. Is this turned on? Did I charge it? Yes, it's on. One of the things that I have noticed with this is they kind of fall into the same thing that Kemimoto has done with other heated gear, and that's they just don't have that consistent color pattern. So these are red, green, and blue. I have red, white, and blue, and that's different like temperatures and all that stuff. So keep that in mind. If there's one thing I can definitely say for Kemimoto, guys, just decide on a color pattern and let's do it. You don't need to have like 3 different ones going. Like let's just pick one. And I'm not saying like, well, America, let's do red, white, and blue, and that's the way to go. I don't care. If you want to do red, green, and blue, if you want to do red, green, and orange, if you want to do pink, green, and purple, I don't care. Just pick a color pattern, settle on it. So when I buy Kemimoto gear, I always know which color is meant for which temperature. It's consistency. Let's do it, guys. These pants also have a few smart chips in them, which I thought was a little odd. I don't know how this works out, but apparently if they are on, you take them off, you throw them in the corner of the room, and you forget to power it off. After 10 minutes of just sitting there, it will power itself off. A, to save the battery, and B, to prevent any sort of damage going on the pants. So I think that is a very cool setup as well, and very thoughtful of Kemimoto to do. These pants also connect to a phone app. Now, personally, I have not downloaded that phone app because I don't like to have a lot of apps on my phone, and I also don't feel like my pants should need an app to run. Again, with me, it is low, medium, high. I am good to go. That's all I need. I don't have to set the exact temperature on my phone. I don't have to have like, you know, all these little apps and stuff. I like things nice and simple. And just having, you know, low, medium, high on the pants is simple. Some of you techie people who really get into this stuff, it's something for you to know though, and it's something that you may enjoy. So I do want to put it out there, and I do want to let you know that. All right, guys, so that is the basic breakdown of these pants. Now I'm gonna hop on the bike. We're gonna take this for a ride, and we're gonna see how these hold up in 30-degree weather while on a motorcycle, doing at least between 30 and 60 miles an hour, depending on which section of the road I'm in. Let's go have some fun outside. All right, so we are out on the bike. I actually just picked my bike up from Boyd Cycles. Did a little bit of work for me. Excellent work, as always. I've mentioned it before, but if you're on the North Shore and you need stuff done to your bike, go to Boyd Cycles. It's the way to roll. Peabody, Mass. Do it up. Yeah, so I've decided to go full Kemimoto gear. I've got my Kemimoto heated gloves, I've got my Kemimoto heated jacket, and I've got my Kemimoto heated pants on. The heated pants are currently set to high. The coat and the gloves are currently not on. It is 30 degrees out, minus, not factoring in any of the wind chill or anything like that from being on a bike and riding. So yeah, I don't know, do all the scientific math stuff and let me know how cold it actually is for someone on a bike. So we are currently playing one of my favorite games, which is get to the gas station before you run out of gas. And you know, I'm fairly good at this game. I haven't lost yet, so hopefully I won't be losing this time either. Of course, we're in Peabody, so it's like off-roading. I really need a Pan America at this point in time, because this is definitely like ADV sort of stuff going on. Now, just a quick disclaimer as well, if you ever choose to ride in weather like this, say you get your full Kemimoto get up like I've got currently, keep in mind your surroundings. So for me, for example, in the last 7 days in Massachusetts, we had a whiteout blizzard that dropped 2 feet of snow on the ground. If you want to see what that looks like, watch the last Patriots versus Jets game that happened in 2024. That was what we were getting. After that, we spent one day digging out, and that was an adventure all unto itself. The next day, we had torrential downpours for the entire day with damaging winds. I can't remember the speeds, but it was pretty massive. The day after that, we had sun and almost 60 degrees of weather that took care of any snowbanks that were still lingering around. And then we got another day of torrential downpours and damaging winds.
Now I'm telling you this because we actually still have a lot of roads that are flooded, and we have roads that are iced over and stuff like that, things that your bike does not appreciate. So, and my lens keeps fogging. I don't have a pin lock on this lens. So my point is, if you choose to ride in this sort of weather, be cognizant of the weather that is around you, because right now it's 30 degrees, which means it's still cold enough for ice and stuff to be on the road. This becomes a problem, obviously, for me, because, well, my tires don't like ice. So yes, even though I don't mind this weather and this heated gear makes it a whole lot easier to handle, there's still other dangers out there that people should be aware of when riding. Anyway, back to the pants. So right now I am doing 70 miles an hour, and again, with Kemimoto, all their material is just windproof, so nothing is coming through this coat, and nothing is coming through these pants. This is very comfortable. They are doing a spectacular job in their design. And of course, I've got the heated elements on. They're currently on high. I can definitely feel them in the points that they are supposed to heat, but there's no heating elements down on like the shins and stuff like that. My shins are still feeling good. It's fine, it's good, everything's fine. Now I realize that was a short trip on the highway, but we will be hopping back on, don't you worry. I just, again, need to get gas, so we will definitely continue after I do that. But so far, so good. This is a comfortable ride. I am happy. City speeds, no problem. That quick highway speed, also no problem. All right, guys, we're all gassed up, ready to go, heading back to the highway for some true testing. All right, guys, so the thing that I found that I don't care for on these pants so far is the power button. It sits kind of high, and if you're wearing a full face helmet and trying to look at it, you have to do some pretty impressive yoga to see it. I would prefer if it was a little bit lower, maybe just above where the extra layer is for the like knees and stuff like that. I'm sure the argument could be made here, well, if you want, you know, the temperatures and stuff, download the app, have it on your phone. But even that, as you can see, I don't keep my app on my handlebars, or I don't keep my phone on my handlebars, so I really wouldn't get use from it. I wouldn't have access to it there either. I mean, I've said it many times before, I tend to like to do the set it and forget it sort of approach to things, so it doesn't quite matter really. Alright, so overall I've been on the highway for a little bit now. With camera magic, you don't really see that, but I can say that my assessment remains the same. I can feel the heating elements. They're doing a fantastic job. They're on the thighs, the butt, around that area. I'll pop the picture back up there so you can actually see where they are. I have no wind coming through, so I'm able to keep warm on these. I mean, honestly, the heating elements, I wouldn't even truly need them right now. These are comfortable pants. And I know that I said earlier that you could wear a base layer under them or something along those lines. I am not doing that. I'm wearing a pair of boxers and I'm wearing a t-shirt under my coat, and I don't even have the coat turned on. And I can tell you that I am comfortable. My gloves are doing a great job and they are not powered on. My coat is doing a wonderful job, and these pants are heating up and doing an awesome job. My overall assessment of these pants are, you are getting the bang for your buck. I really do think these are worth the money. And even if that buy one get one free sale is not still going on, again, I have a discount code down below, and Kemimoto is always running different discounts and stuff. So I would be pretty impressed if you found a way to actually pay full price for these things. And of course, as I said, if you like the gloves I'm wearing, if you like the coat I'm wearing, both of which I've done reviews on, hit the Kemimoto site now, because that sale of buy one get one free is going on, and this is a perfect time to capitalize on that. All right, guys, that's what I got for you. So down below, what do you think? Are these pants you might be interested in? Do you have any Kemimoto gear? What do you think about it? Sound off down below. When I'm doing reviews, I love to hear from other people, especially people that are using like the same or similar gear. Because, you know, when people are looking for reviews and they're looking for feedback, it's great to have a couple different perspectives. Nonetheless, thanks for coming out. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification, share this video with friends, share it with family, share it with that one dude you know who's like, I would love to go for a ride, but it's just too cold. Now you can, one guy. Now you can. And I'll see you all on the flip side.